What's up, yo? What's up, Mel? Melly Mel? How you doing? How you doing? Thanks for coming. How's everyone today? How's everybody today? Maybe I'll get a couple people here if I wait a little bit. So I'm gonna show you guys the database again. So that's what I like to do. I like to show it. Um, I'm gonna do an edit. I'm gonna make an edit and show you how easy it is, how quick and non-painstaking it is, and yeah. Couple other things I want to go over as well, but who cares if people don't come? They can watch replay. Anyway, so Lily has been incredible. She's been incredible. What up, Dave? What's up, buddy? So I'm gonna show you guys the database. I'm gonna do an edit that I've been meaning to do. I still have more to do. I still have to update a couple of them. I gotta add at least 4 more. It's really easy. It's really good to have shared information and transparency in this hobby. Also, it's good to breed endangered fish and preserve them, you know, until you can get into a reintroduction thing, you know. So Lily's been great. She has sent me some things, and she said I could use some of them for a giveaway. So this is for the people that aren't on the database. Got a couple really nice towels from Lily. Mel, you're gonna like this one. Got your angelfish towel. Nice microfiber soft towel. Very nice. Got the little thingy majigger so you can hook it up. They're not on the website yet, but they will be. So this is one of them. Nah, we got a gold fish. A gold fish. Very nice. Very nice. Really nice, thick microfiber. Like it's good stuff. It's good stuff. And then we'll grab another one. I grabbed the wrong one. So this is for people who aren't on the database. Calling out to all fish keepers, hobbyists, conservations, preservations, anyone breeding anything. That discus towel. Yeah, it's nice. So if you are overseas, I can't mail these to you, but I would be inclined. I'd be inclined to set like an e-gift card or something. But my thing is, first person that hasn't submitted any edits on the database, go create a profile, submit an edit, and show it to me. The first person that does that, I'm gonna send these towels to. They're nice. And depending on enthusiasm, I might send you something else. I don't know. That's just a little tit for tat. So they're not on the website yet. They will be. There's other stuff there. There's pins, really cool ones. There's I actually got a couple. I have a Frontosa pin that's hidden away for CC, so I'm not gonna drag it out. But I got bro making some brownies. Pay attention. I'm just kidding. So this one's I believe a licorice brownie. Some brownie. Very nice. It's a pin. I'm gonna get a poster board and get as many of these on there as possible and stick it on the wall. And then a darter. Like it's really, really nice and colorful and really good. Like no, I mean they're really cool. They're really cool. You can get custom one made, but they cost a lot of them. They cost some grip to make these, but they're really nice. Yeah, I need them. Yeah, they're cool. They're really cool. Um, so they are on Lily's database. Let me see. I can move this over here. So, and then I have my favorite one so far because I'm gonna have to talk to her about getting some, obviously some Emily ones and Duppy ones made up. But my next favorite, Placid, Selfie, Molly. Come on, that's cool, man. Come on, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. You can see the detail. I mean, look at that. You can see the detail. They're really cool. So, but yeah, you can get custom ones made, but it's like $115 because they have to make like 500 of them. But if you do that, they will be on the website. So the more that we get done, or the more requests that we put in and pay for them, we can we can get all kinds of cool pins. Really, it's just another little way to help the database. Um, so let's see. So here we go. This is the database. This one. All right. I will send the link in here. All you have to do, there is a home page, but this is the link to the actual database itself. There is a home page though, but if you want to make an edit, you have to go to this one and basically you click on profile, make your profile, and basically if the fish, if there's a fish on here that, so if you're breeding any endangered fish or you have bred endangered fish or any fish, have you bred any fish? It doesn't matter. Lily just wants the information on the database. So really, if you look through the families and you don't find what you want to, put on, you go up to here, you go to add a new species, put in, let's see, wait, no, not that one. Hold on, let's see. You gotta add a family, sorry. Okay, so add a family. So it would be like what, like Paucilia or just whatever genus, of the animal. You submit that. After that, you can go down and find it. So for example, I just put African dwarf frogs in here. So I had to create Pipidae, and I added the African dwarf frog. They're threatened, right? They're vulnerable. They're vulnerable. They're so really, if anything happens, this information's here. This is a picture of a platinum morph underneath some azolla and some duckweed, hanging out in the hornwort stuff, catching some bugs, doing some things. So you got your family, genus, size, temperament, diet, tank size, parameters, levels, other information you might have. What have you put what you have experienced? You might have seen something someone else hasn't. Um, so really, you can. It's good. It's really good to get as many of these as possible. And if other people make more, you go to the edit list and you can see. So I'm the first person that put this on here. So if you have African dwarf frogs, you can add to this. So I got that picture. I got a picture of them breeding, so you know what to look for. I got all the information up here about spawning, other information, breeding seasons, triggers, fry care, tadpole care. Interestingly enough, this male the other day, this is crazy. Oh my gosh. I thought I wasn't going to tell this story because it was really traumatizing, but one of, I believe it was a male, he got stuck in some driftwood and he was dead. He was drowned. But I saved him. I took him out. I put him over his arms and his head over my finger, and right on his back where his heart would be at. I gave him CPR. Then I opened his mouth and I didn't do that, but I gave him. I just kept pumping his heart. I'm like, come on, man. After a little bit, got a little jolt. I'm like, okay. Kept going. It seemed like eternity. Nothing. I keep going. Another little jolt. Nothing. I keep going. I'm like, man, I'm doing all I can. It sucks. And that fucker, all of a sudden, boom! Back in action, still alive. What's up? Yes. I gave a frog CPR and it survived. Yeah. Certified certified vet. Drop it in the chat. Let's go. I know, Melly. It's freaking crazy. You're one of the first people I told about that. So, if anyone's wondering, you can give your frog CPR. Anyway, but some photos are always good. Got a blonde morph here, and then just the regular morph. These are all my pictures. If you steal them, I'll know. Do what you want with them out there. But so anyway, let me get to it. So I need you guys. Who's breeding fish? I need to do I need to make an edit for Medaka. I need to do Paleatus Cory. I need to do, let's see. So Diamond Tetra. So I did unlayer Diamond Tetra, the common Molly. So then I need to do Platies, Variatus Platies, and normal Platies. I need to do Paleatus Cory, which is the pepper Cory. I need to do Guppy, which I'm gonna do today. Medaka. And really, you don't even have to do fish bread per se. But if you have any interesting information or behaviors, anything like that, they're more than welcome. Yeah, I'm drinking out of a 2-liter. I need caffeine, baby. Stat. Certified fat in the building. That is crazy. It is not. I still can't. I still have a hard time thinking about it. Because definitely don't want that to happen again. But so you basically go to the database. Looks like someone added Hephaestus. Let's see who added that. Hey, let's go. Nice. Let's go, Lily. Let's go. Let's look at all these. I'm trying to get up there. When it's all said and done, I'll probably have 7, maybe. Edit 7. I don't know. But so I need you to make a profile after you do that. Well, I know she was going through an update earlier today. She might be done with that. Prodigal Aquarius made a profile already. He's gonna contribute. Like, come on, man. Come on, y'all. We need you. If you're in this hobby and you've read anything, especially endangered, and you're not sharing that information, you're really doing a disservice to this whole thing. Doing something is just completely different than doing nothing at all. Let's just put it that way. Make an edit, send me a screenshot, send me the link. I'll send you some towels from Lily. They're cool little towels. I don't know. We're fish keepers. We like towels. Like, let's get real here. We like towels. Yeah. Yeah, the little different pattern. They are cool. Those zero plecos. Those are cool. But I'm not really a big pleco person. I don't know. They don't appeal to me. I love every fish. If somebody were to want to surrender one to me, I would gladly take it in. However, I'm not going out of my way for plecos. They are cool. They're cool. If I was able to pick a pleco out of any of them and be able to get the tank to accommodate it, I would get a blue-eyed pleco. Let's see. Let's see the blue eye. There we go. These big bad boys. Now this is a unit. Now that's a pleco. Come on, look at that thing, dude. Look at it. Hasn't got all those bristles on its face. It's got really cool blue eyes. Looks really derpy, but really bad at the same time. Like you can see the armor. Like man, like that's cool. That's a cool fish. That's a monster fish. That's a pond fish. And you know what? Maybe one day I will have. Maybe one day I will have some. But yeah, you gotta. You could still add an edit for the Gara in here. Maybe look up like a reference point for breeding, and maybe just put that information in there. Put all the other things that you've experienced. It's valuable information either way. Those plecos are probably, yeah. I'm sure they are, but they're. I mean, like I said, if I could pick and I had the space, that would be it. That would be it. Or if they ever find some dwarf tiny pleco that's like 2 inches. If you could find a 2 inch pleco, I'd probably get it, to be honest with you. So make your profile. If you can't find what you want to add the family. After you add the family, you come into said family, click on there, and then if it's not under here, you would add a new species. Um, Now this is what I did with my diamond tetrad. It's basically the same information, just a different format, kind of, because this is already set up. Um, let's see. So I did put an edit here. Now this one is my picture. I didn't read the orange one, but I, I had my friend's mother actually gave them to me, the Dalmatian and a black Molly, and she said, "Oh, I really wanted to know what their babies look like." I went and she's got a small tank. She can't move around too well, so I like to go pick up the babies whenever she needs me to, and if she needs fish, I'll bring a fish to her. Um, so when I grabbed these guys, I gave her some endlers. Um, and she said she wanted to know what they'd look like. I said, I'll let you know. Sure. And then I read them and showed her all of the pictures. So yeah, I got all that information in there. I can always go back to these and tweak them if I want. So, okay. Now, there's that. I actually need to put pictures of endlers in here. Let's see. I could probably do that real quick. Here we go. Here's a good picture. That is a Compoma locality. You got your different localities. Um, Now, if I can get some documented of wild caught or bred from wild caught, I can register them and we can build a phylogenetic tree, which would be wonderful. So I would love to get these out to more people that are, I want to breed these. Got all kinds of info. Yeah. So let me add my photo. And oh, there we go. Bam. Right there. Let's see if it shows up on the. Nice. There it is. Right already, right there. Heck yeah. Okay. Let me check comments. The audio's low? I'll talk louder. I'll talk louder. I'm getting a new mic soon. So hopefully Cece, let me know if it's better, please. Please. Um yeah, so we will be I am getting another mic. My mic that I had, the headphone port kind of just jacked out. I don't know what happened to it. I just decided it was done. Here, maybe that'll help. I'll take off the noise suppression. Probably hear some fans and stuff blowing, but whatever. All right. So we're gonna do another for the guppy. I already got some photos to put in here, and basically, all of this information is already relevant, and don't need to really do much. No, they will get to a good size if you raise them off of live food. Definitely, you'll get some big guppies. If raised on live food. So, peaceful community, well-known community fish, fancy strains should be kept cautiously. Yeah, due to the finish. As far as other fish, yeah, but I can tell you right now that your guppies are going to go after each other. Your males are going to fight with each other. They're going to nip at each other. It's going to happen. Let's see. Let me make sure that the least concern is correct. This is status. So let me know if the audio is better. Let me know. No, I don't want to do that. There we go. That's a little better. Okay, let's see what the ICN has to say about the guppy. They're stable. Let's go. That was last assessed 6 years ago. ICN, come on. You guys need to go check on these things. Or have somebody at least go and check on them. So they're of least concern as far as I'm aware. So that is correct. Okay, thank you. No, thank you. So, yeah, I would agree. A 5.5 is completely fine. I got a group of Pingu guppies and a 5.5. They're doing great. Fine prepared foods. Relish is smaller frozen items. They will also eat vegetation. Any decaying vegetation, as well as algae on your plants or glass or substrate. So they will do that. They're always eating stuff. So that spirulina is a staple. They need carotenoids. Heavy. They really need the carotenoids. That's what brings those iridophores, those colors, those that that crystal clear silver shine. Uh, Scuds are a great source of carotenoids. Because scuds eat single-celled algae, and what's single-celled algae? Spirulina. Carotenoid development. I say for carotenoid. They're a good source for carotenoid development. Temperature. Now this can be debated. So my friend that I restock her pond with my fish, and she really enables me to be able to keep breeding them. So I'm so grateful for her. But one time, her heaters went out in her tanks, or her pond, in the basement. It got 60 degrees in that water. All of her fish died, except my guppies and mollies and endlers, because I grow them up without heaters. As long as they have a stable temperature, anywhere from 68, 72 room temp, they'll be fine. Guppies are very adaptable, very, very. And I would even say they'll go over 80. With the heat wave we had, my tanks were at about 85 degrees, and they did just fine. They breeding like crazy, but they did just fine. So they do well. I like to go through, and if someone's already submitted an edit, I like to look at what they put, and if I don't need to add anything, I won't. If I see something that I want to add to, I'll do that. Yeah, so you definitely want to. That's a good pH range, 7 to 8.2. Except for special breeding situations. What special breeding situations do you need to alter or chase numbers? Well, my thing, okay, I'll put what I like to do. Actually, I'll just put what I like to do. Let's see. Okay. I'm in Iowa. Our tap water is hard. It comes from limestone bedded aquifers. It's around maybe 7.8 off the tap, 7.8, 8, whatever. And I was still able to breed diamond tetras. You just gotta, you gotta just know what to do. Top up with RO, use botanicals, yada yada. Enable a buffering capacity. So I like to keep driftwood, calcium carbonate, magnesium, like rocks basically, limestone, coral, botanicals, such as leaf litter, alder cones, eel pods, cocoa pods, you name it. And in doing so, the water will have the capacity, the tank will have the capacity to buffer that down, or they'll get that to a 7.6, to a stable 7.6. Every time I do a water change, it goes back to 7.6. It's just the way I like to set them up, and I think it's the perfect, tannins. I really love tannins. I just love. I'm gonna probably be setting up an actual Blackwater tank soon, which will be really exciting, and I can't wait to do that. School's great. I just got done with one of my finals. I passed, obviously, with a 2.0. My other class, I got a lot better grade in. It's it's above 80%. And tomorrow I'm meeting with my financial advisor. I'm probably going to be switching my major, probably to horticulture or maybe freshwater ecology. I wanted to go to aquaculture school, but let's face it, in America, you need money to do anything. Now, if I had a scholarship, that'd be cool, but it's really hard to keep good grades doing online school, it's almost makes you think COVID is playing. I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. No. Ever since COVID, though, this was their way to get around it, and it's kind of it's stayed around because it is a good. I'm able to go to school. This school is not even in it's about a half, maybe 20 minutes, 30-minute drive away. But I even take some classes at their other campus, which is like an hour and a half away. So it's really nice that I can actually take classes and get a degree. That being said, I have to teach myself everything. Sometimes you get a lecture here and there, but other than that, there's absolutely no feedback with the professors until you've turned in your assignment and there's no help. They told me that I could get help. They said there's this program, blah 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 blah. I'm still not in it. Um, I tried. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they don't care. Could be. Could be. They waited till almost the end of the first semester to, oh, hey, I forgot about you. Do you still want to be a part of this? I said, I wish you really knew how many times I needed help. And now my grades have reflected because of this. I got mental things that don't always help when trying to stay focused and motivated. Um, but I've been able to fight through it, and I've been doing great actually, which is surprising. I'm proud of myself. Pat in the back. Um, so I'm probably gonna, but yeah, the aquaculture school is a lot of money. Um, I mean, I kind of already know a lot about that stuff. Like, I'm kind of doing that. I'm farming microfauna, farming fish, farming plants. I take plants out probably more than I put them in. I have an abundance of plants. Yes, I have a lot of duckweed. If you see any of my stuff, there's lots of duckweed. But I grow solo with it, and it's for a reason I've talked about before. But anyway, I'm able to go to school with online school, but it just sucks because I have to do everything myself, and like there's like it'd be nice if like once a week can we have a Zoom meeting, maybe something like that. Like, can we get the class together and maybe talk about class and what we're covering that week, what's expected? Because man, they'll all right. I want you to write an essay about this. Cite uh, sources from the book. Blah blah blah. I'll do that. They'll come back in with, oh well, I think my opinion, or I would. This is what you should have answered with. Okay, well, I did answer the question and explained it and backed it up, but it's not what you wanted to say, so there's no transparency. But either way, I'm still doing good. I'm getting through it. Probably gonna try to get into horticulture. My love for terrestrial plants is kind of I can't stop it. I can't stop it. It's just growing. It's never ending. But so back to the edit. So yeah, guppies want stable conditions, steady temperature, clean water. They are more important than exact values. As yeah, stability is key. Yeah, have good surface agitation for oxygen. Yep, gentle filter. Yep. Some of your guppies got big fins. If you're like me and you have wild guppies, or they're pretty fine. And that I don't really like big fins on the guppies. Although I do have a few with a big fin, but they're just unique. Level, they're everywhere throughout. Yeah, anywhere they can fit, they will explore that area. And so these are some notes. So tropical fish co. I'm gonna keep all this in here. Let's see. I'm gonna actually tweak some of this. So let's see. So yeah, you will get silver, you know, really platinum, shiny, iridescent silver. Also, though, you will get grays, more dark body grays, and blonde. Blonde is also a base color of the guppy. The blonde guppy is basically your clean slate to line a fish out. If you got a fish that you don't have a female for, these will do. Let's see. So you'll get you'll see fish like this. These are guppies. This is a female. Got the gold base body. Now you have these Tequila Sunrise 24 karat golds. Uh, let's see what other coral red endler. That's cool, but that's okay. That just caught me off guard. German platinum yellow guppies. Uh, yeah, you know, your other any like the Pingu guppy. Well, they have actually more of a silver grayish base. There's also glass body. Actually, there's also glass body. Um, but yeah, if you ever have a guppy and you lost the female of that strain, you can find one of these. You're in good luck. You're in good luck. So go back. So I'm gonna tweak that a little bit. I like Jordy's info, but I don't want to like make it mine. I'm just gonna add. Let's see. Have a dull gray, a shiny platinum, silver, a white silver, um, and blonde for base body coloration. Like if you have, like if any of you have Vienna guppies, look at those. I think their bodies are. I think they're yellow. I'm not too sure. I know I have some, but they're just so many colors. They might be gray, like the dull gray, to get that real black defining tip. You know, basically all the fins are like they got like a black outline. Vienna guppies are sweet. They're really cool. Uh, I have a blonde female guppy in my Pengu guppy tank, so I want to see what that will look like. Maybe they'll look better, maybe not. Who knows? That's the fun of this, right? Um, before anyone tells me that I ruined the Pengu guppy, let me tell you that they had very bad. Their genetics were not anywhere close to what you know what is expected, or and it's kind of expected when you have line break guppies. Anyone that breeds line break guppies probably will know what I'm talking about. So they were having bent spines, you know. Uh, I don't want that. I don't want the fish to be going through that, you know. I don't want. It's just line breeding's great, but come on, add some fine new males every year or something, and stop mass breeding them with their siblings, and you won't get those bent spines. What I did, I put some female antlers and uh, some base colored, like some wild guppies, basically, or babies from the wild guppies. They're all gray, you know, basically just almost clear, silver gray. And I hybridized them, but I did that to improve the DNA. Now, no more bent spines. Those out of the four, I had two pairs originally. Out of the two pairs, I have one fish left, a female. When did I get those fish? Mm, Not even 6 months ago. Like, yeah, it was bad. It was really disappointing. But I figured, all right, I'm just gonna bite the bullet. I'm gonna put some new blood in there. We're gonna fix it. Now, yeah, like I said, no more bent spines. They're living longer. I mean, I'll be able to tell you that in 6 months from now. But as far as I see, vibrant, healthy. They got scuds in the tank. They got seed shrimp in the tank. They're doing really good. They're doing really good. They carried all of that phenotypical data and the DNA. They carried that um all the way. They're showing they look exactly the same. They're just a little smaller. I mean, what's the big deal, right? So they're doing real good. They're doing really good. Um, so let's see. Yeah. Oh, gray, shiny, pie, silver, blonde, face curl. What else? Try to feed live food if possible. Otherwise, make sure you're feeding. You want good food with vitamins and let's see, vitamins, spirulina. Sorry, I'm really tired. I just got off work. Yeah, spirulina and the spirulina itself has protein too and fiber. It's good stuff. Refined spirulina. Basically, yeah. Refined spirulina krill. Um, actually, dried plankton. It's not krill. Kelp. I'm sure krill's fine. Dried plankton. Kind of curious. It says that there's yeast, but I've never really looked into yeast in food. Okay. Yeast is increasingly being used in the fish food to enhance nutrition and boost disease resistance, which you can kind of help with disease resistance with using botanicals and tannins. Protein-rich single-celled organism that is low in toxicity can be grown on various substrates. Okay, yes, yeast is good stuff. So we're gonna add dried yeast. And shrimp meal, salmon meal. That's basically like the main things I really target. Now I do have another food. This is some good stuff. And so also football bug bites are good food for your guppies. So here we got this is flake I got at the swap back in January. They got a blend of it's a really protein based mix. blackworms, bloodworms, brine shrimp, plankton, krill, spirulina, and more. A combination of 15 different flavors. It's good stuff. They love it. I'll even uh, I'll even add, some spirulina powder to it if I want. I do for like this kind of stuff. Sometimes I put it in the bug bites, but the other food that I get from the one and only LFS in my city, she makes that food and it's the perfect blend. Also, I'm not getting paid for this, but I will shout out Funk. I'm gonna shout out Funk. It's some good food. Pro mix. The stuff is great. A pound of food for $10. Come on, man. You can just smell the oils. Mm. And it comes with a scooper, so you can eat it yourself. It's a spoon. But like, chef's kiss. Wow, the spoon is nice. I do like it. I'm gonna I'm gonna get more food just to get spoons. I'm just kidding, but I'm probably gonna um, go out and get some tablespoons, teaspoons, stuff like that. Maybe measure out for my fridge. Yeah. So Funk's got good. He's got good food. He also has like spirulina staple. He's got this Pro Mix shake. He's got pellets. He's got a lot of good food. He really does. So yeah, if you're watching Funk, I like good. It's good food. It's good food. So drug use, shrimp meal, salad meal. You want staple to be the spirulina, vitamins. I think that uh, dried plankton really does wonders. Phytoplankton is amazing. Black bear spawning elaboration. Males will harass females for sure. Try to keep a good ratio. I know everyone says 4 fish for every female, but I think that's kind of a little much. I think 3 for every female is appropriate. I mean, do what you want. If you want to do 4, do 4. But just as my opinion, I do think like 3 to 1 is pretty good. I say 3 to 4 females per male. If the balance is off, the males will stress them to the point that they will perish. It's about 15? Shit. I don't know, man. I think more like 30 to 50. Let me double check on that. Good stuff. Okay. Guppy. Uh, let's see fry numbers. Anywhere from 10 to 120 fry. That's kind of, yeah. Yeah. Your first spawns are going to be relatively small, 20 to at least 10 at the minimum. That's more like Molly numbers, 10 to 20. Guppies are more like 50 to 100. Really. Uh, CC, I don't know if I said hi, but hi, CC. I can't wait for you to get your tank tomorrow. I'm gonna have so much fun living vicariously through you. So 30 to 100. And if people think I'm crazy, no, they have a lot of fish, dude. Sometimes you look in there and you just see a mass. It's like, yeah, there's at least 30 there, at least. Keeping males and females together, that's the trigger. Yeah. Keeping good water parameters. I always spell parameters wrong. A healthy ecosystem. Guys are bugging. Allergies are running hard right now. There's a bunch of plants growing at my job, like in the rocks, kind of like where I was working today, and they are there's some native plants that have a lot of pollen, and I'm allergic to pollen. My whole sinus, everything's just like. If you have sinus problems, you can do like this. Get that forehead right here. Stretch that out. Oh, it does wonders. Come on. So if you have good parameters in a healthy ecosystem, the fish will actually display like breeding colors, like breeding dress. It's pretty cool. They, they will they will change. Not a lot, but you might see a color like I haven't seen that color on that fish before. Well, you're doing a good job. Is what that's telling you. What else? Anything for this? So everything else is basically covered. Oh, come on. That's how I'm gonna have to go through and I might as well just do this for the good. Mm, yeah, I almost made me forget. So, also, they need to be fed at least 5 times a day, literally. Their bellies are so small and they digest that so quick because they're growing throughout the day. And that's why I say that live food is so important with these breedings because you're going to make it. Now, it's not impossible to raise guppies without live food. You can do it, but I can't guarantee the overall health and longevity. Hi, Lita. Hi, Mira. Uh, yeah, okay. Yeah, so you want to feed them, they need 5 times a day. I culture sea shrimp, cyclops, daphnia, moina, probably rotifers, some stuff out. There's cyclops, I got cyclops. Uh, some of the plants have aphids in them, like aquatic aphids. Um, yeah, actually I have a lot of it. And I need to get. I'm trying to get some fairy shrimp hatched out at the moment, but so my thing is with the scuds. The scud, if you can get a culture tank for just a scud culture, you're gonna do wonders for your guppies. If you're not gonna eat all of your plants, some species might. They might. However, I got 2 or 3 scuds, probably not this March, but the year before. Uh, I went to Aquatic Environments in Davenport because they had Synodontis petricola, because I had one that I found at a pet store. And after I got that one, I needed more, like yesterday, basically. I looked everywhere, and I called the store in Davenport. And hello, colleagues. How are you guys doing today? How is everything? You guys doing some edits? Uh, those studs, they don't eat my plants. I got jungles with scuds. They don't, I don't know. Like my scud culture, there'd be no plants in it. Like it's not just duckweed, like there's other stuff in there, you know? Like soft plants, like delicate plants, like guppy grass or hornwort. They don't, I don't know. I mean, if you have a problem with scuds eating plants, you're probably not providing them algae, or if you have a sterile tank that's too clean, they need biofilms, you know, they need to graze on those things. So I say to feed them 5 times a day. No, I'm gonna say no. This is just me, but I like to keep scuds with my fish. I feed them twice a day, and they eat the scuds they can fit in their mouth, basically. So they're getting fed. They're getting fed. Every time I come home and like, even if it's like it's been a whole day or something, or if I missed a feed, missed feeding time or something, they always have full full stomachs. So I know that they're eating good. Uh, so yeah, if you feed them twice a day, maybe give them some microfauna. If you can get it established in a tank, that's even better. Scuds are very good at that. They're very prolific. 5 of you are on the computer. Let's go. Yes, I'm picturing that too, CT. That's like us when we were kids when a new video game came out. Everyone's just all up in there. Man, those are the days. I'm picturing that. That's funny. Uh, so, so I can't promise longevity. Full. Let's see. Longevity, health, and or other factors included with limiting to only dry foods. So that's my little little piece of advice. Also, as well as I put the thing about the tannins um, and stuff. Why does it want me to uppercase Beal? Whatever. So yeah, that little information is one that I surprisingly never hear anybody else doing the same thing. A few people are now though. I've rubbed off on a couple of guys. They're keeping they're incorporating tannins in the guppy and antler setups, and I love it. I love it. Definitely a good thing to be. Makes me happy that whatever I'm saying is being, absorbed. And, like I don't know. It just feels good to be part of the community and share information and help others that might be having trouble breathing, sickness, anything. I'm here for it. I'm here for all of it. I'm here for all of it. Yeah, once mature, literally 2 months, at least 2 months, your guppies will be having babies already. 2 to 3 months. So here's some information that is actually correct, but needs a little tweak. Let's see. Let me go through it now. Provide dense plant cover, water spray, homework, moss, rock piles, gravel. These structures show slow adults and create safe microspaces with variety. Uh, don't do too much. Don't cram them. They really like to they like to go around the whole entire tank. If they feel clustered, they don't like that. They don't like that. Now, as far as keeping keeping fry, um, I feel as if people think that their guppies are going to eat literally every single fry. Now, that might be true at first, before you really get them going. Hey, what's up, boss? How you doing, boss man? Can I have a job? Let me know if you need any work done. I got you. Uh, so now I don't like to cram things, but I do like to add, in my opinion, plants are hardscape. You don't need all of these things. You definitely, like I said before, the calcium carbonate, rocks, magnesium, limestone, those are good. You should use that for the rock pile. I'm gonna, let's see, I'm gonna probably change some of this. For plain breeding, separate a well-conditioned female to a quiet nursery tank. Yeah, you could do that. Keep the filter gentle. After birth, return the female and avoid fry predation. Now, I have kind of had a different experience with this. I started leaving, like when I first started doing it, I did it with other live bears too. Yes, Cece, correct. Yeah, they're in areas with, you know, they're like they have a certain, amount of salinity. Um, yeah, wouldn't that be funny if they were all on their phone? That'd be great. That'd be great. Oh, man, that'd be great. But what was I just talking about? So what I did this with when I was breeding platies. I started, because it's really just intensive, like labor intensive to be sitting there and every day, like trying to scoop out fish all the time. Like, come on, we all know we want to be able to do this easier in a way that still works. Now, once you get them babies going and you got a lot growing up, let the fry grow up in the tank. The females and the males will probably eat some, yeah. However, the longer your fish realize that these babies aren't food and they're around all the time, they kind of have like a little different approach. Like they won't eat them. They might, maybe a couple, but nothing that I noticed anyway. Um, and basically, I wait until I see enough, and and then I net them out. So I'm probably gonna switch that up a little bit on the office computer. Yeah, I love it. I love it. Thank you all for being here. Thank you everyone for being here. It means a lot. What did I do? I just hit a button. What shortcut did I just hit? Isn't there a zoom button? So I think I accidentally zoomed it. Okay, I don't know how to get it back, but oh well. Let's see. Oh sweet. I didn't even know I could do this. I can move on, drag and move it. Okay, so okay, here we go. Yeah, make it like this. Try to read that, bucko. Alright, 100% radius. Ooh, that's interesting. That's kind of nifty. Okay, ADHD. Getting off track. Okay, so I'm gonna go switch some of that stuff up. So, I'm just gonna leave that information and then add my. We can most definitely remove females. First, let me start with the, the storing of the DNA. So, as mentioned above, puppies can hold genetics up to a year. They actually have 5 different pockets inside of their stomach lining, 5 of them, and they can hold 5 different males. Basically, their genome, like their, that's not the actual sample itself, but it's the DNA, and they have them in these little pockets in their stomach, and they're able to uh, distinguish in between which one's which by pheromones. They can say, oh well, I don't like the color in this one, or they can say um, that one's too related to me. I don't like this one's temperament. However, this one has the most genetic diversity. That's what they're gonna pick. I've witnessed it happen. I had when I first hybridized a Endler with a koi guppy and a tuxedo guppy. The koi guppies, she gave birth to a bunch of hybrids uh, that, they got like a silver body, they got some color on the tail, the tail fin. But she also spit out an exact replica of herself, which is just mind-boggling. It it was really cool, and it's they're very interesting animals. I understand why a lot of people don't want to keep them, but I'm loving it. So they can distinguish which is which by pheromone. So you can't force genetics unless you have you'd have to be really meticulous with it. You'd have to get a female and move it out into its own place without anything, without any other uh, males. That's kind of the only way. Otherwise, they're just going to spawn whatever is going to ensure genetic diversity. And then the other thing, what's the other thing? Oh, yeah, removing. You can remove your, but if you leave some fry in there constantly, they will um, they will not look at them as a food source, but rather templates. You know what else? Yeah, we're just gonna do that. Feed 5 times a day into. So if you want to culture food, you definitely want to do that outside the tank. Um, and then once you do that, you start seeding. Start seeding the aquarium. Try to get them established. And to establish a food web of various microfauna. So if you miss a feeding, you probably you won't have to worry too much. So I'm going to kind of leave it at that. That's that's good. Um, I do have some photos. I have to actually go in and save them. What did I do? I sent them to my own server so I could get them quick. Okay. This is a really nice male. I just got, I just grew up. Okay, I have to disable them, so let's see. First I do guppy 1. Guppy 2. That one was really blurry, but oh well. Oh yeah, I can crop these. I can crop these as well. I like this picture. I got quite a few cool things here. There's a wild right over there. This one right here is a tuxedo with koi and a blonde body, which is actually no, that's this one right here. Sorry, excuse me. This one right here. It's kind of hard to see, but she does have that tuxedo. Here's a Pingu guppy, one of those Pingu guppy antlers I was talking about. I fixed their DNA, and now they're outstanding. Got some gold. This one right here. Um, I have a tuxedo guppy. You know those tuxedo fancy guppies. I have some of those that I bred in that colony, and that's what they're putting out. I think that because they got this metallic sheen on the top, and I think that's the magenta gene. Um, but they look really cool. Sometimes these fins will be kind of a more rich, like pinkish red kind of thing. Very beautiful. Very beautiful. Here's a tiger antler that I bred um, with my own females. I had one tiger antler male and used my females, and now I have a bunch. Let's see you guys say that. Or just blab about it. I say those are good photos. I my pictures. Now you could have done this whole thing by now, but I'm just trying to like show you, like walk you through, like let you see the process of this. It's not time consuming. I'm making it time consuming because I like talking to y'all. Let's see. Guppies. Can I do multiple? No. So I'm gonna add my photos, and then basically what happens is it will be, so I'll finish the rest of this and I'll submit it. Um, I'll show you guys tomorrow when I stream uh, the end result. So first person that doesn't already have a profile on Lily's database. I mainly say that because we have people in Malaysia and other places in Australia that are working on this, and shipping to that isn't just really something I can do. I don't have money, but if you're in the U.S., I could definitely. Oh yeah, those 3 towels. So let's just show them again real quick. We got these from Lily. It's got a discus towel, goldfish, Mel's favorite, and Cece's favorite, angelfish. First one to do that, I'll send them to you. I'll send them to you. Get active, please. Uh, we need this information. It's important to have, even if your fish isn't like critically endangered. It's good to have. In the event that happens, hopefully it doesn't, but things happen. So got only one. Who's the one person that stuck around? Please tell me right now. Who's here? Comment. I want to see who stuck around. I want to see who stuck around. Please let me know who it is. So somebody go. I will add another link. Or no, I don't need to do that. It's in the thing. You can just scroll up and find it. Let me find out it's Lita. It's probably Lita. Ah! Let me know. Let me know. I want to know who's watching me. I want to see who cares about what I'm saying. So, um, yeah, do that. Spin at it. Send it to me. Get some towels going. Also, speaking of guppies, I did see something recently that there's new wild guppy wars. Now, I know Alex from Fishery was looking at them and he had the paper. I shall message him on social media and ask for that. I type social media into the thing. I'm a dummy. I'm gonna ask him for that article if he can send that to me. Thanks. Can you send me that article or PDF about the new wild guppy wars? Please. as well as some of your art. I'm waiting on, I'm getting some art from Cece. I got some art from Ivan Nicolzi. Nothing crazy, but I got a pen doodle. It's really cool. I mean, it's not every day you have an artist random pen doodle, you know. I think it's really cool. You know, it's just on some printer paper. I have a canvas painting that one of my old boss before he retired, his daughter painted that for me. Ooh, Alex is responding. He might send it to me now and then. Do you want to come up? I am live right now. Have a quick set. I'm curious what he wants to. Just curious to see what you say, as I would also love to have you on sometime. I have artwork that basically no one has seen other than talk. Then other than a talk I went to in Chicago and biomechanical. Ooh, I'd love that. I would definitely love that. But if I can get you to come in here for 10 minutes, that'd be sick. Because nobody nobody loves me. I don't want to watch you. So he's probably busy. Hopefully he's not in pain or anything. Hopefully he's just hanging out, having a good old time. I'm gonna send him the restream link. I'm gonna see what he does. Okay. Not be mad. People would definitely be peaked to have you pop up for maybe 10 minutes. Y'all, I got like 4 people in line to come up and do a stream with me. Yeah, I'm excited. It's my my Discord server is growing. It's so awesome. I'm so grateful for you guys. I love you guys so much. You have no idea. You, you have no idea how much you all mean to me. You know, let's save this fish. Ooh, he might. Ooh, okay. I'll wait. The people that left will be sorry they did. See, it's not hard to talk to people, man. It's not hard. It's not hard to network, talk to people. Be true. and with your intentions. So, a little goes a long way with these kinds of things. So I'm gonna finish up this edit. I want you guys to create a profile, um, and yeah, submit an edit. Send it to me. I'll send you some of Lily's new towels. Okay. Let's see if I can actually find the. Dude, there's green guppies. Hold up. Hold up. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Let's see. Yeah, it's not loading. Let's forget about that. Hopefully he's got the. Oh yeah, it's on his Instagram, I think. Oh yeah, dog Jacob. Dog. It's probably on Instagram. Okay. Let's see. Maybe he reposts. No, maybe. Oh, I think this is where probably he has his art and stuff. Oh, that. Oh, yo. If he sent me a photo like this, a drawing, or a painting like this, I'll go absolutely nuts. That is beautiful. That's amazing, Alex. Dude, you're Alex, you're the goat, dude. Literally. You're goated. You're goated. I believe Alex has a website for his art. Let me see if I can. Oh yeah, is that named after something? Let's see. Ooh, he's got a profile on Etsy, I think. Here we go. Here we go. Boom. Here we go. This is Alex's website. Be graphic design, logo work, branding, custom illustration. He has color books, like adult coloring books that are really, really cool. Let's see. Oh, okay. So these are things that he's made for others. Okay. That's very interesting. Wow, let's see. All right, look at these. Come on, like, come on. Like, I know y'all want to color that in. Imagine that all white. Oh, they're ink prints. Yo, that's still cool. That's still cool. Ooh, the amount of detail. Yeah, the simplicity and the bold details. Like it's very talented. He is very talented. Wow. Dude, skateboard grip tape, come. You already know. That you're really smart for that one. I mean, you're already really smart, but that that's that's a no-brainer. That's a no-brainer. So if you enjoy, just in case I miss, um, psychedelic coloring book. Oh man. Hey, a self-portrait. Um, if you are what? Because I'm messaging you right now, I'm thinking, ooh, ooh, you're coming, you know? Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. That'd be so cool. But I remember doing a self-portrait in high school, and it was fun. It really was. It was fun. So I'll finish that edit up soon. I'll get it posted. Hey, heck yeah. Man, I'm so happy right now. I've been having the best day ever, and this is just icing on the top, man. And then we can talk about a, if you ever, a good time that we can actually like have a real discussion, make a stream out of it. I'd love to pick your brain. I've told you I've watched the deep dive playlist. I watched almost everything. I think there's only a couple things on there yet, but I still need to go through. But I'm stoked. Let's go. I'm excited, Alex. You're my dude. You're my man. You were there for me when I first started posting my reels on YouTube. I've already expressed enough to you how much you've impacted me, but fuck, I love it, man. I love it. I love this community and like-minded individuals need to be spending more time with each other. Talking about problems, talking about things people don't want to talk about, conservation. Should you do this or should you do that? Like it's good. We need more transparency. We need, and if you watch the stream regularly, that's what I'm always talking about. What did you miss, Cece? A lot. A little bit of stuff. A little this and that. A little this, a little that. A little this, a little that. I basically showed the. Uh, I have to finish up the edit. I just have to add the locality, and I could just do that Venezuela. Well, there's some Trinidad. There's quite a few actually. Well, Guppy locality. South America, the Caribbean, Venezuela, Guiana Shield, Trinidad, Tobago, the Caribbean islands. Wow. Yep. They're feral. They got feral guppies in Malaysia. I've been telling Kobe I want some of them. I want them. Oh, in the 10 minutes, all that you've missed was I think Alex is gonna come out. I sent him the link and he said he is coming. So I'm excited. I'm really happy. And I said today I've already been having a good day, and that's just gonna be icing on the cake. I couldn't be more grateful for this community. I couldn't. Just I really do put my all into this. I really do care about this stuff a lot. I care about you guys. You know, give me something to look forward to, as well as my fish. If the link isn't working, I can send you another one. I don't know. Oh yeah, it's being a little bit slow on your own. Should be fine. I'll wait for you, man. I'll wait for you. I know, CC. We're cooking, CC. We're cooking. We're cooking. Me and CC's got all kinds of stuff coming up too. I can't wait to just shove down your throats. I just love all of you guys so much. I don't know where I'd be. Like dead in a ditch with alcohol poisoning. But that was almost 4 years ago. We move on. Always gotta fire up the PC. Phone won't let him. I wonder if that's because I have like the main thing going through landscape. Dude, literally. And I'm really happy that I'm just so grateful that we met. Besties for the resties. Besties for the resties. Let's see. I can refresh the link, Alex. If you want me to do that, say so. I can try that. Oh, Restream doesn't work on mobile. That's stupid. But I can definitely refresh the link if you want me to. Just, but dude, the coolest, the coolest stuff. Literally, the coolest stuff. So, like the small. Oh, that keeps it. We're fixing it. 10 years later, we're fixing it. 1 year later, oh, we're fixing it. 100 years later, you got that siren? We're fixing it. Yeah. We're fixing it. That's shot. That's a great shot. You know what? Let's look at some fish or something. Uh, Alex, I just showed. I'm gonna drop Alex's website. So if you guys want to go get some art, you can do that. It's got really, really cool coloring books, like adult coloring books or like psychedelic coloring books. Definitely up my realm. And that picture, that mechanical fish, if that was the one that you were talking about, the one that you posted on Instagram, that is, I would, if you sent me that, I would probably cry. Tears of happiness. Oh yeah, and then I'll show you the little piece that I got from Ivan. If it doesn't work, don't worry about it. I would love to have you on sometime. I really would. It'd be great. Uh, Lily's coming on. Um, Project. Hey.
Hello,
What
can you hear me?
up, buddy?
Hello.
Yeah. My man, how are you today? How are you doing?
I am doing good. I don't know why all my settings are off on like my computer, my phone, everything, but I'm trying to figure out like it's playing through the computer and not through my headphones, right? I won't worry about it. I can hear you, so as
Oh,
long as it's not echoing.
if you right where the mic is, if you click
Yep.
that arrow, you can switch the input of the mic and then yeah, and you might be
Let's
able to
see.
switch it to your headphone.
Yeah, let's see here. All right. Okay,
Dude,
so that's
you
off.
made my night. You made my night.
Yeah, how are you doing, man?
I'm actually having a really good day today, which is actually crazy because it's usually pretty
Good.
stressful with college and all this other stuff. But today, I
Yeah.
don't know. I'm
Well,
just
good.
riding a good wave right now.
Right on. I'm happy to hear it. I'm happy to hear it. Oh wait, here we go. I think. Let's see. Does that sound? Hello.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, that sounds better.
Yeah.
I hear you now too. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Uh,
every everything's kind of been like it's starting to get gain traction, get a little motion. Uh, I have some towels I got from Lily.
oh,
Uh,
nice.
I said first person that's doesn't have a profile on Lily's database. You
Yeah,
go there, make a profile, submit an edit, and send it to me. I'll send you these talents. She sent these to me for a giveaway.
that's cool.
Yeah, she's gonna come on also.
Oh,
I have a
nice.
couple other people lined up too.
Right, for
I'm just
tonight or for in general or?
in general.
Yeah, cool,
I'm
cool.
blessed. I'm blessed. I'm grateful, man.
Hey man, you just gotta ask. Like most people are pretty, everyone,
Yeah,
people are just
exactly.
people, we're all just, if we have time, we're down usually. So
Right.
for me, that's always it. Like if, as long as I've got the spare time tonight, I was like, oh, I got about a half hour. I can probably, come say hi and say what's up
Oh
and
man.
unexpected because, I usually stream on Tuesdays, but I've been not on Tuesdays. I've been seeing like sometimes as low as 30 or 40 people, which I don't
Hmm.
care that that's for my channel. That's really low. Like I'd expect like 100 a lot of times.
Yeah.
It's just the fact that I think there must be somebody or something else that a lot of my viewers that I enjoy speaking with and stuff are doing at that time, whether it's another YouTuber or whether it's just commuting home. And
Hmm.
so I'm trying to figure out like a new time, and I want to do one in the like one in the evenings or like later, and then I think I'm gonna try to do one earlier because I've like 42% of my audience or something is in Europe, so it's a pretty good chunk, that I
Yeah.
feel like I
Or
kind of leave
England.
them out of the live stuff a lot, and
Yeah.
I feel like we're blessed with such like a crazy age right now technology wise where we can talk to someone in a different language like across the world instantly, and like we can all chat in the same language even if we're all speaking different language. Like it's just
It's
it's
amazing.
yeah, it's incredible compared to even like 15 years ago or something. You would have thought like that's wild. So
I was talking to Prodigal Aquarius. Don.
yeah.
I he's gonna come on too.
Oh, cool.
I have a server. If you want, I'll invite you. You can
On
come and
Discord or?
yeah.
Oh,
Uh,
cool. Yeah.
we got everybody in there. CC. We got like 30, 40 people now.
Oh,
Um,
nice.
I hang out in the VC all the time, and it will end up with 7 people, and they're just hanging out.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's cool.
I
You know,
named
I-
it the Ticket Corner.
I've been I don't know why. I guess it's because it's become a job for 8 years
Hmm.
now, YouTube. But I mean, there's a part of me that is having like this crazy kind of writer's block. And like I have so much to talk about and so much like in my head that I could just like chat with any given person about at a given time. But
Right.
I find myself like doubting like, oh, nobody wants to watch that video, or do I want to edit that for 10 hours of editing to get something across that I kind of just wanted to chat about like for an
Right.
hour. Um, and so it's, I mean, part of it is just I need to be like, Alex, just do it. Just that's it. Like you're so fortunate, just do it. But at the same time, there's been a couple really great creators that are doing shorts of all things, which like usually I'm not a big lover of shorts, but
Hmm.
they're doing like right to the 3 minute mark shorts, and they're looking at scientific papers, a few people who kind of dissect scientific papers, and they show like any related media we have of like
Mm.
new species and things like that. And they're not specifically fish people, they're all like taxonomy, biology, zoology type people.
Mm.
And I feel like sharing their stuff. Sometimes I do on my community tab, but like, yeah, part of me is just like, oh, I should talk about that. And then I see what they made literally already before, like as I'm reading it, they're East Coast usually, but I'm
Mm.
reading it and they already made a little thing about it.
Here's my thing. Here's my thing. And this is coming from someone that when I got into this hobby and I
Yeah.
found your channel, I've told you how many times I like. I you've done so much to help me in this hobby,
Well, thank you. I mean, that makes me really happy to hear.
and I think you should make that thing that anyway because I'd rather hear it from you because I want to hear your input.
I gotcha. I gotcha. That makes sense. I guess I guess part of it is to you start. I mean, it has a name and everything. Imposter syndrome. When like you
Mm,
start doing something for a while and people start to say that you're quote unquote an expert or at least somebody in the know to some degree. I don't want to say expert, but like
yeah.
and then you're like me, little old me, like, and you start really doubting like everything you say. You're like, but is that really? Did I get that right, or do I understand that fully? And like, I don't know what I guess what started it was just when I had my crazy health problem. It just the whole world kind of got rattled for me. Between
Hmm.
that and having to downsize the fish room, it kind of like reshuffled my life. But I actually have kind of secretly been sneaking the fish room back up in size. I haven't told anyone yet. You'll be the first I'm telling right now. But my friend was like, hey, by the way, I've got some Inca Banshee Epistogramma fry that are like, I mean, they're so tiny. They're so tiny. Um, and he just like brought them by in a little bag and was like, here. And so I have 40 of them. And they're like eating like basically paramecium right now. So I don't know, how many. I don't want to count any chickens, especially since they were hatched in a like this guy had them in like a crazy community tank and literally just the day they hatched like got them out of there. um he had them in a like I think like a big gulp cup or something with an air stone
Hmm.
for a couple
Yeah,
days.
hey, anything will work really.
Yeah, so now I've got them and they're pretty much gone. Like they pretty much just disappear. Like I won't see them, and then I'll start staring for like an hour and you'll see like three or four come out of here or there and dart
Mm.
away. But so I don't know. We'll see what happens because if I end up growing out more than like two or three, which I would hope happens, then I got to figure something out because
Yeah,
pistos are spicy when they
the
when you have like
tank,
30 or 40 of them. And
and
then
you probably have tanks left over too, don't you?
oh yeah, yeah. I mean, right now I've got. I mean, I basically have a 40 breeder that's set up and ready to take any fish I could want to put in there. It's just least killifish that are in there. So the only thing I
Ooh,
really want to do is like kill all of them accidentally. Like it's basically
right.
a filterless, just algae. It's like a pool, it's a tub basically in the fish room. And it's got like that, and it's got some red tail garas that I didn't know what else to do with at the time.
Mm.
Um, when I downsized those, which I really like that fish. That's a fish that if I could find more of them, they're a social fish. And I found three and they had like 15 at the store when I bought them. And they were only $10. And I was like, well, I'll come back and get more when I get paid or whatever. And then I
Mm.
came back like 3 or 4 days later and there were none left. Like everybody had bought them and I haven't ever seen them since. So I was like, that's a bummer because they're like very similar to Pandagaras,
Mhm.
a little smaller,
Mhm.
and they're super social. So they like they all dog pile onto each other and kind of like play leapfrog and like kind of you watch them chase each other around like on a rock or something. They kind of like stick to the rock like a suckerfish, and then they kind
That's
of
so cool.
so a lot of those hill stream species are pretty fun to watch because they almost act like they have like the mode of transportation that's like swimming in open water, but then they have the like 2D like stuck to a surface
Hmm.
behavior too. So
That's
yeah,
awesome. I want to get some cars someday. Um, as far as like any loach, the only loach I had yo-yo loaches before. Those are
yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
I love
Yo-yo
them.
yo-yo loaches. I have three of them still in my in another 40, the other 40 breeder I have. There those, and then there's like three Siamese algae eaters, and there's a Geophagus wine milleri, and there was an angelfish that I had for like 6 years, that
Nice.
just never got along with anybody. Just fought every other angelfish, every little tetra, everything I ever put it with, it would kill. So I put it
Oof.
in that tank with the loaches and the geo. And I'm trying
Yeah.
to think what else is in that. Oh, and there's a fire eel also in that tank. That like somebody just was like, please, can you take this? So I was like, sure.
I'm
I
the
guess.
same way. Yeah, I will not tell because that's how people end up throwing them in the water and they'll run
Yeah,
away.
yeah, exactly. Well, and literally that was the first question they asked me. They were like, "Hey, are fire eels like are they like tropical or are they like kind of like Himalayan, like?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" And they're like, "Well, like can they survive in like, Lake Washington, which is, in Seattle, like a big lake?" And I was like, "No." And maybe if there was like urban, runoff somewhere or a pipe, so definitely no. And they're like, oh, okay. So I shouldn't let them. I was like, just I'll take them.
Hmm. Yeah, I do the same thing.
Yeah. The other thing that a lot of people do, and now I'm really curious to know if the new I don't know if you heard about that new disease in catfish, bull trout. On in it's I think it's in Maine, but they found this like tumor that's growing on the face of bull trout, and
Mm.
when they took the DNA from the tumor, it is its own species of fish that mutated. So it's there's a dog herpes virus type thing that's like that, like an STD,
Wow,
and
that's
so
crazy.
there's an STD that domestic dogs get that is genetically a lump of cells that when they test it belongs to a dog species that no longer exists. It's like that old. And so there's this weird class of cancer slash virus that steals the genetics of other life forms, and then it becomes a tumor of the cells of whatever the initial host it mutated from was, and then it gets passed on for however long, but sometimes it can go thousands and thousands of years, and they'd never seen that before in fish. They've seen it in other organisms quite a bit. Well, not a ton, but there's enough that they were aware of it. And
Wow.
so it's kind of news now if you Google trout cancer, or I mean
Hmm.
catfish cancer. um, and I'm curious though if it got there by somebody dumping like domestic fish,
Yeah.
or something weird like that, because the genetics of it being an unidentified fish, like they're just saying like it's some sort of fish, it's in the fish species group somewhere, but they don't know. So it means it's not one of the common hatchery fish or anything. But it makes me wonder, like, is it going to be some weird native wild fish that they just don't have the DNA saved for, or is it going to be, something real out there that got communicably spread?
Mm.
Because the thing people will do is they'll catch like a sunfish or whatever, bluegill. They'll put it in their pond or they'll put it in a bathtub, like literally a bathtub, for like a month. Think that's fun, whatever, for their kids or something in the summer. And then like they may even put in a few goldfish with it, and without thinking about it, they just expose the fish to everything that's at Petco, and then
Mm.
throw the normal fish back and think, oh, well, because I didn't throw the goldfish in the pond, everything's cool. And it's like, yeah, you just
Yeah.
exposed everything in that pond to all the pathogens that, whatever Bangkok wholesale market and Seagrass wholesale market or whatever had. So,
Yeah. That's crazy.
I mean,
That's
that is how we see like wild viruses and wild diseases and things form, is usually when you've got like way too many creatures or way too many of a single creature
mm.
crammed in a space in a non-natural way. So
Yeah. They just start exhibiting really weird diseases and things that you probably never. Yeah.
Yeah.
their DNA mutates those things, and then they get passed on, and it's just scary because it can just create a whole domino effect.
Yeah, it's wild. Um, so what do you got going on the rest of this week? Are you doing anything fish related, or you got like work, life, other stuff that's in the way? Or
Well, I I went so I finished one of my classes. The semester just ended. My other class, I'm still it's maybe a couple weeks out or something like that. But I actually went ahead and uh, got ahead of some stuff so that I can kind of focus this week on some things. I need to take uh, all of my grown up Endler guppies and take them to my friend's pond that I restock with them so I can keep breeding them.
oh,
I,
cool.
I love her. She's amazing that I would never be able to do this without her. We're besties for life.
That's
Um,
awesome.
I love it. I love this hobby so much. And then Cece's getting a 90 gallon tomorrow,
Ooh,
and she's going to do a video or a live stream after she gets it. And then later on that night, we're going to be streaming on my channel.
nice.
Um,
Tomorrow night?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, at 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock. Okay, cool.
And then, um, let's see, I got some Adaka babies growing out.
Nice. My Madakas this year have not had any babies. Like, I'm sure they laid eggs. I bet. I mean, I would bet almost anything on it. But I bought two different types from Moonlight, and they're adult fish and everything. And I just have not had babies appear yet. And I'm like, what gives? Usually, most years they do fine and stuff. But I'm wondering if there's some sort of like dragonfly nymph or something in the tub outside that's eating all the
mm,
little stuff. I don't know.
uh, you could maybe just grab a bunch of plants, like a handful,
Yeah,
and then just put them in some water inside with a bubbler.
yeah,
You might get
yeah.
some.
I think what I might do too is just grab the actual fish and just put them inside for like a few nights and see like do they lay egg? Are they laying
Yeah,
eggs? Because every once in a while I'll realize like, oh, the problem is that my pond is only 70 degrees at the hottest or whatever most days, and they came from water where they were bred at 78 degrees all
mm,
year round, rather than like if you get rice fish from Japan that are taken care of outside, a lot of them will live in 50, 60-degree water, and
right,
70 would make them spawn, would trigger them to lay their eggs. So, yeah.
yeah.
And as Madaka's age, yeah, I see that. Yeah, definitely. They do. And that can happen really, yeah, exactly. Cece's totally correct, and that's one of the bummers is that like by the time they look best to sell as like the fancy strains, a lot of the times that they are at their worst production wise, like when their fins are the most ornate and long, and the lame like metallic speckling is at its height, they're like ending, being able to even spawn. So that is
Yeah,
frustrating, especially the females. I don't know. I mean, it might be the males too, but you can tell for sure the females because they just stop having eggs. But
hmm.
the males, it's hard to know.
Well, I have babies growing out. I mean, I could definitely give you some if you want. Uh,
Oh yeah,
LRP Lucas has some right now.
yeah. I mean, so actually, I owe Lucas some artwork. Well, I don't owe it to him. I we had planned it literally 10 years ago. We started his logo and all his
Mm,
art stuff. So all his posters and merch that has like a font or a lettering, it's all either my hand lettering, like with a drip pen, like for writing on walls and stuff,
mm,
or it's my own creation out of sketchbooks and stuff. So his he's got like posters and a couple t-shirts and hoodies and stuff like that. So all of that I've done for him. Same with like Ed's Fish Room and Skipper's Aquatics. So there's actually quite a few if you go way back, but there's a bunch of fish channels that have a bunch of merch and imaging that I created, and then I have like very little on my own like
Yeah.
channel because I just feel weird. Like I feel like, oh, I don't know, is that what I want to do? Is this like I just can't pull it again? It's the indecisive or maybe
I've been
impossible.
I've been thinking about I've been kind of asking around. I kind of want someone to draw me an Endler, like a picture of one of my actual Endlers and
Yeah,
draw it so I
yeah,
can use it as like a profile picture or a thumbnail.
yeah. No,
Um,
that's
that would be
cool.
cool. Um,
That is very cool. Which strain do you have going that you like the most?
um, so they don't. The thing is with the Endlers, I'm I I'm realize like I've realized quite a while back that a lot of these are, they're I really want actual documented from the locality
Yeah,
so that I can register them on Lily's database so
yeah,
that I can create a phylogenetic tree and get them out. Um, but the problem with that is anywhere you go to buy endlers, are just half, most of the time, 90% of the time when I ask for documentation, they're like, for what?
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, dude, I want some. But um, for
And
now,
honest,
really, it's the El Tigre and
yeah,
the Campoma locality
yeah, cool. Yeah, yeah.
location.
I
I got
mean,
all
like,
kinds of stuff.
there's like, the black bars and like the French stars, which are obviously not wild, but those are really
Hmm.
pretty.
Yeah.
Um, my, I was talking to Ivan Mikolji, who's from Venezuela, and he goes, he's been to Trinidad, Tobago, he's been all over Venezuela and Brazil. So he's been around pretty much, Guppy and Endler territory. And in the sewers of Caracas, there are Endlers, and they have an orange line on them, and they have they're metallic like silver with a lime green hue to them, and then they've got an orange line very clearly down the body with like one or two black dots. And he's taken pictures of them, like they're documented on a few things he's done, but they're not like endemic or native. I mean, they're how do you say this? They are feral. They are nobody.
Naturalized,
Yeah, they're not.
basically.
Yeah, and it's not clear even if they came in from waterways that are connected to the city because there's so many creeks and things that when it rains connect. It's not clear did
Yeah.
they come from somewhere around the city and make their way in, or were they a pet? But what's interesting is that phenotype is like all over the city, and it's not a dominant phenotype by default. So it means that there
Mm,
was a large population of them somewhere, that must have either bred in like a lake or a pond or a park or something and then
mm.
overflowed and kind of gone from there. But he was saying that, he's had a lot of friends in Europe ask him like, can you bring these over? And I
Yeah.
said that too. I was like, I would love some.
Yeah.
He said that for some reason when he takes them, literally like he can have them in his hand, and when he brings them up out of the water, they'll just flip upside down on their belly and be dead that quick, like in a net in his hand. Like he's tried a bunch of different ways,
Wow.
and he's like, I don't know if it's their nerves or I have no idea what he's like. I don't know what to tell you, and I
That's
was like,
crazy.
that's weird, and it was even a little in my head. I was a little like, it can't be that, like, it can't be that ridiculous, can it? But apparently, you know, Hans Evers was saying it too. He's like an ichthyologist, you know, out of Germany, and he was saying that there's a number of wild species that are also like that. Like the second you get them out of the water, like in a net or something, and they see humans or they're in the air too, it's just like game over. Like there's no way to ship them without them dying. Like there's 100% chance that there's a few species that's like 100% chance of death. Some are more like, you know, 50-50, and that's still rough, but
Yeah.
it's kind of interesting. I wonder what that mechanism is. If it just is shock, like.
So I think so. First, first thing I read a article recently about Trinidad guppies,
Yeah,
um, and they they believe that they are their own guppy. They also um, their eyes turn black before they attack or get
I
show
saw that.
aggression.
Yeah, I saw that article talking about that too. Yeah, or
So it
the
could
like the
be
scientific
like
paper about the eye part. Yeah,
it's pretty
that's cool.
crazy. I want to know what's up with that. I've been waiting for you to come back and talk about those new guppies that were discovered. I want to know about that.
Oh yeah, okay. So I've been waiting to hear about that too because um Fish in the News, they put
Mhm.
something up about it and then they took it down. And I was like, does this mean it's not true? I messaged the guy and he's like, no, it's not that it's not true. It's just nothing else has come out about it and everybody's hounding me. So I, I took it down because there's one picture. And I was
Mm.
like, okay. And so I tried to get the name of who submitted it, you know, but he's like, I can't. I said I wouldn't say anything, but he's like, it is an ichthyologist. It's not a just some kid in Hong Kong or something, you know. That so now I'm really curious though. Like I'm right there with you. So if I find anything more out about that, because they're really pretty. That green with the black was like kind of really
Yeah, you know what it what first came to my mind when I saw that thumbnail? Um, I had the thought that did a wild guppy population find a wild El Tigre population and hybridize?
Oh yeah.
That's what
And I
they
mean,
look like.
yeah, I mean, honestly, I wouldn't put that outside the the realm of possibility. The other thing
Yeah.
that can happen that can produce some pretty stark results is, you know, say that there's a melanistic population somewhere that's like all stark black,
Yeah.
and usually that's not like a heavily dominant trait. It's, you know, it's usually kind of double recessive actually, but yeah, it could also be something like that because I've been to places where and this is true with like panthers. So there's no species known as a panther, you know. There's just leopards that are black. There's pumas, mountain lions, cougars, whatever you want to call them, that are black.
Hmm.
But in some places, like in India, in the deep jungle, it's like 30 or 40% of all born are jet black.
Hmm.
And then another like 20% in those areas are like dark spotted with the redder rosettes and the like more orangey color.
Hmm.
And in the open savanna or grasslands or more open temperate forests of India, Africa, you know, wherever all around the world, you see it like 1 in 100 that are black. So
Wow.
it has to do with the jungle density and the shadows, you know, like it really selects for that, I guess.
Hmm.
But it makes me wonder about the fish because there's also like pockets of fish that I've found when I'm in Florida and stuff where you'll find gambusia that are all speckled or they're all platinum or they're all black. And you know that it's not man-made. It's you're out in the woods and it's literally just like this one pool or pond has been kind of separated from 5 or 6 other in the woods and they just kind of
It
like
it could be like the Halbrooki, maybe.
yeah, it could be. Yeah.
Uh,
Uh, Well, and I've definitely seen those and the Holbrook eye and the
Finnis?
what's that? A
A
Finnis.
Finnis?
Yeah, that's the main one you see. Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Um, definitely. And then there's I think there's even another one too that's from down by Texas that now is over there too as well. Kitty
Say
cat.
hi, say hi to Alex, Theo. Yeah, your post about Sumi today had me laughing. Go, go figure, right?
Yeah,
He was this guy. He just
she's trouble, man. She's right here. She's
Sumi.
looking out
She's
the
so cute. This is
looking out.
Thelonious Monk, aka Theo.
Yeah,
Hi.
nice.
He's my baby. I love him.
My
He's
wife
a
is
pain in my butt, but
a big jazz fan, so she'd like that.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
That's what his name was when we got him,
Oh,
and I was
really?
like, I'll just call him Theo.
Yeah, I like it too. I mean,
Yeah, he's definitely a unique, interesting cat.
right on. Do you have a few cats
Yeah.
or just the one or?
This is my second cat. I had one when I was 15. He lived about 10 years. He had some health issues and he passed. And
Um,
my mom showed up with Theo, and my
uh,
heart was instantly melded back together.
how long have you had? How old is Theo?
Um, 7, 8,
Oh,
7,
okay.
6, 7.
Yeah,
Yeah, we've had him for a little while.
yeah.
He's
Awesome.
awesome. Yeah,
Oh, he's starting to make biscuits on the chair.
yep. He's making some bread. You making bread, baby? Huh? Huh?
Oh,
Yeah, he's a cutie. He's a
yeah.
cutie. When he's not being a terror.
Right. I can tell that that is a cat that likes to get into things. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do
Yeah.
the zoomies happen at like 3 in the morning and it just runs around the house like
He doesn't
chaotic?
really do zoomies much, but it's more stalking. Stalk
Uh
stalking me around and stuff. Like
yeah,
if yeah.
yeah. You got
He'll come up and like, and then if I look at him, it's
you
so
gotta
funny.
respect the game.
Right? Gotta. Yeah. Uh
Well, I can't be up here too long tonight, but
no,
I
I'm just
you know,
glad we got to talk for a little
yeah,
bit. I would love
thanks.
to have you on sometime.
Yeah. Yeah, I whenever I'm around and free, I'm happy to do it. So
Okay.
um just hit
Uh
me up. We'll figure it out.
uh I'll send, would you like a link to my Discord server?
Oh yeah, if you could send me that on
Okay.
the chat we had going, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, thank you.
It's really fun. We got some real good people here. Um,
Right on.
me and Cece have just been really we're like a dynamic duo right now. She said she needed a co-host, and we just kind of met at that time. First night we talked, I think we talked till like for 7 hours, all the way into the morning, just about genetics.
Wow. Well, that's
And
cool though that you got
and
someone
it
on the
was
same.
like, yeah, it was like, okay, this is gonna definitely be this is gonna go somewhere, right?
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Heck
I need to
yeah.
brush up on it now that like genetics has gotten literally in the last 10 years, it's probably gotten 5 times cheaper and, 10 times more accessible. Like breeders can
Mhm.
now run their own genetic tests for hundreds of dollars rather than thousands. Um, And so I'm waiting till the day till it's like, $50 where you clip a little piece of fin off of your fish and send it off and they give you the whole genome, or probably don't even
Uh,
do that. Probably just swab their biofilm or something
um, what you can do,
or a scale, I guess.
if it dies,
Yeah.
if you do it right, that like right there, like
Yeah.
it's got to be fresh culled. They can look at it. I
Yeah.
believe they can trace it.
Yeah. The other one I've done in the past is I've helped out with teams out in the field where they have like a little clear vial and they use it like a toenail clipper type thing and it's like a special tool for it. It's called a punch, but they just take like their tail fin and they just kind of like screw this thing twice, but that like the first time it like cuts the perimeter and the second time seals it in there, and then you just like push the back of this little pen thing and it like pops out this perfect little circle of tail fin tissue so that the fish would either grow it back or if
Regenerate
it's
it.
dead it doesn't matter, but yeah,
Yeah.
same kind of thing. And then you put it into they used to use formaldehyde, but now they're using something else. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head, but
Hey, so Shirley's got a question for you.
yeah.
So she lives in Olympia. She's wondering if your water's anything like nice. Like, how do you get stem plants to grow? She only crips stored in Nubi seed. So I think it's some. So are these plants in the dirty tank, Shirley? Some of
It's
those
probably
are
soft
big
water.
root feeders.
Yeah, it's usually soft water in the Northwest. She could, I mean, if she's on a well or she's in a certain communities like that are kind of not part of the main city of areas, there are a few like pocketed areas that are like really hard water randomly. But all that being said, that would probably make plants grow a little better generally in our area. Like we don't have like hard water like the Midwest. We have hard water relative to our area. But I'm gonna guess it's probably the substrate, and like you're saying, like it could also be a matter of light. Like a lot of people think they have enough light, and when it comes down to it, like the sun is so bright for a plant, and water kills light, like artificial light, 50%, like every 18 inches, is just gone. So you really, like any kit that has ever come out that I've ever seen really at Petco or PetSmart that has a light with it is not really an ample light for anything other than maybe some hornwort and like maybe a Nubius or something, stuff that almost would survive ambient light in a room, and that's a bit of a bummer, but they do it because they assume you'll get more angry at algae than at the light first.
Right. I had that same issue when I first started this hobby. I was really holding myself back with those hooded, the Aqueon hood. Like,
yeah,
as soon as I got an actual light, I was like,
yeah, isn't that crazy? I had the same thing in my life. Same with like aqua soil. Like I was like, I am not paying $50 for the dirt in my tank. Like, and I did dirt from the garden. I did other things, and there's things that work. There are combos that work. There are root tabs you can add. I'm not gonna say that there aren't, especially if you know what you're doing with plants in general already. But the aqua soils are top notch as far as like growing plants, and the root tabs. I'm not as big on the aquatic all-in-one liquid fertilizer daily kind of thing. I think if you're running CO2 highlight and root tabs and all that stuff, then that's where that's kind of like the it's kind of the turbo boost on everything, the steroid boost to things. But for most people, I think you can get away with like once every 2 weeks or once a week or whenever you do a big water change, maybe using something like Easy Green or just whatever, some all-in-one kind of thing, doing a couple squirts and then using root tabs every 6 months to a year, I think is plenty of nutrients for what most people grow and what most plants are. I also think that there's a lot of dirt out there that if you use real dirt from the garden and stuff, there's things that people don't talk about. Like sometimes dirt has so much clay or loam, like or sand or other things in it that it becomes anoxic in bands and in irregular conditions. Or there may be something in there like I don't know, a mouse that died 3 years ago and you can't see it necessarily, but the ammonia is really hot in one little plot and not in another. So there's pluses and minuses. Clearly on a large scale, soil works great in a pond or lake, but in a smaller tank, you kind of need a very regular and consistent media, whatever it may be, um,
Yeah.
for it to be predictable, you know. And
And so also, Shirley, I think also flow is a big is for some of those plants, flow is actually a pretty good factor with that.
it is, and
Um,
the same with like if you're not running CO2 or you don't have like a canister filter or something that, like you're saying, puts some flow into it, that's when honestly just an air stone or something can
yeah.
be enough that that's bringing the CO2 from the atmosphere in, and it's exchanging the everything from sulfur to CO2, all the stuff that's in your water dissolved that doesn't get agitated when it's very calm.
Hmm.
With an air stone, that starts getting moved around, and the plants really do clear out those gases quicker and have
Yeah.
a quicker metabolism response to that. Um, I think I spent a lot of my hobby trying to prove that you could do things super low tech and like kind of self-contained. And I think then some other voices in the hobby also were excited about that, and like we all were at the same time. And I think that some people took the kind of Wallstead thing and wanted to take it all the way to like high-end aquascaping and thinking that they could get high performance plants out of it. And like
Mm,
while there are a few plants that people have shown like you don't need all that, you can do this with low tech, like the real story is that the general rule is for your average person or even for the person in the know, like you're fighting a very uphill battle if you don't kind of follow the kind of generally stereotypical rules of, you
hmm.
know, low tech, low
And
light, slow plants, immersed plants are good, slow plants are good.
plant
um
husbandry also is a big factor.
totally you need to, I mean, that's the other thing that like on my lower end tanks, I probably spend more time trimming and pulling out like junk that falls back into the tank.
Oh
uh,
yeah. So isopods.
oh
I would
yeah.
I would love to get any of those clippings from you
Yeah. So I
because I
need to
always
get.
see you have like a mound of them on your light, and I'm like, oh, I wish I had those.
Do you have some isopods right now?
No, I did, but I went to the tri-state swap in January, and I'm pretty sure I brought it back. My fault for not quarantining, but I had calamanus worms,
Oh
and
yeah.
levamisole took them out.
Oh totally.
I
I know
did,
that's.
I did figure out how to cure calamanus though, and I'm kind of grateful that I went through it because
Yeah.
it really tested me. It got to the point where I'm like, do I just call all the fish and just be done?
Right. I know. I
It's
know.
crazy, and I know you've been through that.
I've been through that. I've done that with like with libraries. I've been like
Yeah,
I can't deal with it. Um, I haven't ever done that too, like the
yeah,
whole thing. But yeah.
yeah. It
What
was
did you
rough,
end up
but
doing?
oh, so I talked to Lucas Bretz about it
Uh huh.
actually. He
Yeah.
so so you can either get the Fritz or you can get cattle as long as it's levamisole hydrochloride.
Yes.
So when you can get like a 50-gram bag for like $40 probably, right? And that's like for 50,000 milligrams, 40,000 milligrams. You only
Oh,
need like
totally.
a hundred ten or
I used to buy them from like a farm supply place that would sell them
yeah,
twisted up in a bag, and it would be like a quarter kilo, like 250 grams or whatever. And it would be this
Breaking
bag.
Bad.
Yeah. And it would usually have like, for pigs written on it in Sharpie or whatever. And I was just, okay,
Yeah, as
hope this
long as
isn't.
it's as long as it's levamisole
Yeah.
hydrochloride, you're fine.
Yeah.
So what he told me that really helped. So on the instructions, they want you to, do the big water change and back, right?
Yeah.
Uh, so the meds actually stay active in the water for like a month, which
Right.
is the lifespan of these. So put it in the water, just leave it.
Yeah. Okay. I could see that. Yeah. And that's just
The fish, if the fish start, you'll notice that they start breathing heavy. Turn up the aeration,
yeah,
let it ride,
yeah,
because you're already in the worst situation possible, and
totally.
it's the only it's either that or you just don't deal with it. I eradicated it. It was
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, I mean, I've told people for a long time about levamisole. Like, as long as you can get a hold of it, a lot of countries can't. But I mean, it's worth like going to a vet or a like if a farm store type place and just being like, "Yo, I got a goat. Do you guys have levamisole?" Or like other countries allow it for your livestock, and I'm like, "You got a
Yeah.
dog? Say you need it for the dog." You know?
I bought a bag of it and it was for cattle,
Yeah,
but
that's what I did too.
levamisole
Yeah.
hydrochloride. Yep.
Yeah, pigs is what goats or pigs. That's what I tend to have. You
Another thing, I think that people are kind of using it too much. Also, um, the cattle and livestock, they're having problems with because their parasites are different, but they're still,
yeah,
nematodes, and they're building resistances. And so think about it, when the fish come here, and they're probably getting or treated at the transshipper, and then when they get here, they're getting treated, and then when they
yeah,
get to your house, they're getting treated.
yeah.
Like, we're exposing these things to the cure for too long, and they're gonna make genetic mutations to adapt. And
Oh,
I think we need to be careful with that.
especially in any domestic lines like live bears.
Yeah.
Anything that's been selected for. It's like insanity how bad
And you
that
know what
is.
is also wild that I learned? My Cories and my Synodontis, nothing. I think they have special, like, stomachs or some kind of mechanism that they can't attach to.
So I read papers and I talked to Rebecca Bentley out of the UK about that, who's a loricariidae specialist.
Mhm.
And they don't have like proof of it, but they think that their gut biome in a lot of the catfish is specifically tailored to kill like nematodes and bacteria and fungi because all they do is eat like sift through detritus and they would get terrible fungal infections in their gills, any normal
Mhm.
fish
Right.
cycling through that much. So there probably is, like you're saying, like they haven't. I don't think they've nailed down one specific thing, but it wouldn't surprise me if there are a bunch of different evolutionary
Right. I
mechanisms
just
that
think it's a specialized, probably just like the inner wall of their stomach, maybe even.
sure.
It's just something that they can't latch on.
Yeah, I mean they're armored on the outside. Maybe they, yeah, maybe
Yeah,
their stomach
yeah,
wall is just as
completely
annoying to
possible.
parasites.
With
Yeah,
fish, anything's possible.
yeah, right. Well,
Yeah.
I was gonna say the last thing I was gonna say about that question about the plants down in Olympia. If your KH is 0, you'd probably want to correct that if you can get it to like at least 2 or 3. Um, would be my recommendation. There's no like other than a few blackwater like licorice gouramis, there's no fish that needs like 0 kh. There's a few really really blackwater species that need like 4.0 pH and really low acidity, or high acidity low pH and low kh tds. But you won't run into that. It's only for spawning anyways.
Hmm.
Plants in general, they're gonna appreciate the GH of 5 is fine, but if you raise your KH from 0 to 2 or 3, even, I just get like some crushed coral, like a bag of it, and you could
Or
probably just sprinkle in that, or I mean, cuttle bone, like cuttlefish bone for birds to chew on. Um,
or even perlite.
yeah, same. I mean, the other thing I use over time, and it's kind of gross to some people, but in my old tanks, I have like a layer of snail shells sometimes, like just because I've had
Yeah,
so many snails, and you can use excess
I
snail shells too. So
yeah, I leave them in there for the new ones to eat.
totally,
Yeah.
because I mean, you probably aren't running into it yet, and especially if you're doing your water changes and things like that. But um, you can get the quote unquote old tank syndrome or the
Hmm.
crash with your pH crashing down when you have no KH in the water.
Yeah,
So
everything needs calcium to grow their structure, their cartilages,
yeah,
everything. So
yeah, definitely. So I think the KH could be part of it, but my guess is there's probably something more fundamental going on, like we were saying earlier. Like probably it's going to be you need a better light, or you need a aqua soil or root tabs in the dirt or whatnot.
mhm,
But it's worth definitely seeing if you have any nitrates, because if you have a ton of plants, a lot of times you'll run a nitrate deficit. I'm assuming you're not in that place if your plants aren't doing so great. But also, if you have a ton of organic debris breaking down, that
mhm,
encourages other plants to do poorly. So you want to clean out that leaf litter and debris if that's dominating the plants. Like it's fine to have some with plants; they live with that. But
mhm,
when it becomes like a thick mulm layer and it overtakes your plants, then it can actually cause kind of a cascade of cell death, because the plants want to die at the bottom of the stem, and they'll
mhm.
try to get to the surface of the water, or to get the best light, to get the best gas exchanges and stuff. So yeah. Well, Jacob, I appreciate you for having me pop up and say what's up, and
Thanks for stopping by, man.
get to chat
I
for a
really
minute.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Uh, I'll get a
And
hold of you on Messenger and we'll
yeah,
talk tomorrow.
you know where to find me for sure.
And
So,
Shirley, if you want, go on the Discord.
okay.
We can talk about it. I can talk to you and try to help diagnose what's going on.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. Yeah, I'll catch up with you soonish, I'm sure. All right.
Well, yeah, we'll talk. We'll talk.
All right. Take care.
You too, man. Thanks for
Bye.
stopping by. See
Yeah,
ya.
yeah. Thanks for having me. Bye.
See ya. Wow, that's so awesome. My day is just made. Hmm. Shirley, yeah, I got you. Hop in the hop back in the server, you know, or just send me a message, a personal message. What up, Shy? Oh, brother, you can. Damn it, Shy. Oh, you can't do it. Watch the replay. It's a good stream. It was a good stream. Uh, I talked about a little giveaway I'm doing. I showed how to. Here, let me just real quick. I'll just kind of uh scan over this real quick just for try to get a little idea what we were talking about today. So this is here, let me make a duplicate tab. Go to okay, so this is Lily, her endangered fish data, her fish database. Basically, it's for endangered fish. It's for any fish. You have information. I even put frogs on here. Um, this is basically you can make a profile. You can add new species. If there's a species or if there's a family that you can't find, you can add a family and then add a species to that family. And really, what this is, it's just a database of information. You can, if you've bred any fish, you can go on here, create a profile. Uh, you can, submit the information that um, here. And I was kind of showing what it looked like going through it. So I think people get like, I think they don't really understand how easy and quick it kind of is. Like, I can finish this up right now. Let's see, I'll do South America. Let's see. for South America. So we just do like Venezuela, and then I'll fix it later if I need to. So I'm gonna submit this. I This is for guppies. I haven't done the edit yet, so I just kind of was showing how to just go through it. Really, I kind of I kind of took a while on it because really this could take you maybe a half hour, but I was kind of really going into things. Uh, and then you submit it. What I did enter a number. Oh, okay. I can't do it. I'll just say 50. Guppies can have anywhere from 10 to 100 to 120 fry at one time. It's crazy. So submit. Oh, there's something else. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Let let's see. What part of Venezuela? I know they're in the Orinoco. I just need to see. And they're in Trinidad. A couple other places that you can find wild guppies. Let's see. I just need to look at a map so I can see what southeast, west, or central. Okay, so it's about probably northern. So what else do they need? Jeez. What happened to my pictures? Whatever. Okay, I'll do that again real quick. I was probably idle for too long while I was talking to Alex. Um, like this picture. And so you can add photos to these edits. Any information you might have witnessed that maybe someone else hasn't. If and basically, like I did one for Endlers, they're critical. They're endangered for sure. Like pretty bad. They're critical. I think critically. But the guppies aren't. But the whole idea really is it's not. It doesn't have to be something that's endangered. Like even if you haven't bred a certain fish, but you have a lot of knowledge about that fish, you can just take someone else's. Like there's already edits in here, so now mine's here. But you kind of like add on to that and build like a big, you know. So look, there's one of my pictures. That's funny. I forgot to mention the melanistic with Alex because he said it was like a super recessive trait. Well, I've been getting it to show like pretty good. Um, I'll have to edit this and crop it. There you go. Okay, so we'll do that. Okay, now so I think that's good. I did save it. Let's go on. Okay, I get it. I'll just go in and edit later, take it out. But basically, what so I got some towels from Lily, who runs this database, and uh, so I got some towels. So let's see, I'll stop sharing. Okay, so I got angelfish towel, goldfish towel, discus towel. First person that makes a profile, submits an edit, and send me that. I will send these out to you. I want more people to. I'm really trying to spread light on this. You know, it's really important, especially if we've been breeding fish that are endangered. You know, why not report? You know, you're doing a disservice really by not sharing our information. So I think it's really important that we do that. Um, you don't have to. You don't have to. But that's basically what this whole stream was originally about. Um, so yeah, check it out. Are you in the server, Shy? Here, Discord link. Come hop by the server, and we can talk. You know, show us some rams, buddy. I want to see them rams. But very, very good stream today. I'm really, really happy that I got to talk to all you guys, and I can't say it again how much I really appreciate all of you that take your time out of your day to spend with me. It means a lot, and you know, got it. Really trying to bring this back into a family vibe, man. There's too much this, not enough this, and I'm sick of it. So yeah, if you want to get involved, it's completely free. You know, just yeah. And if you do want to do it and you have any issues or questions or anything like that, I'm more than happy to help you or anybody for that matter. Um, so yeah, so on that note, I will be in the Discord server. Surely I will. We can see what's up with the plans. So I'll be there in a little bit. So tomorrow, CC is getting her 90 gallon. It's gonna be really fun. She's going to basically do a video when she gets it home, I believe, or getting it. I can't remember exactly what she said, but probably when she gets home. And later on tomorrow night, I'll be streaming on my channel, and we'll continue to talk about her tank there, and we'll probably find another subject. We'll just figure out a subject to talk about. We'll probably be mostly talking about the tank though, because it's a really exciting, a really exciting thing for her, and it brings me joy to just live vicariously through all you guys and your cichlids, because I'm a sucker, and I don't know, I'd probably cry if I watched a fish kill another one of my fish. I just can't do it. Maybe in the future, but right now I'm just too locked in on these live pairs, man, these endlers and these guppies, and I got a lot going on. So, and I just bred Medaka. I'm trying to breed my well, I haven't really actively tried yet, but what I need to do is get like some kind of either a bull, or I could just do like the sponge filter thing like some other people do for pseudomogos, but I think it would be fun to just get like a bowl with a grate on the top, put a bunch of moss on it, and they'll probably want to lay their eggs on it. And yeah, so that's probably, I'm hoping to be able to do that. A lot going on, a lot going on. So come stop by the server, come say hi. We're always in the VC chilling. Be like 7 of us in there hanging out. It's a fun time. It's a fun time. Come stop by. And yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace, love,